Hello students, today we are going to start chapter 1, the living world. So we all know that, first we are starting their chapter. One, that is living world. So living world, life is what? It is a unique complex organization of molecules. Life is a unique, and it is a complex organization of molecules that expresses itself through chemical reaction which lead to growth, development, responsiveness, adaptation and reproduction. The objects exhibiting growth, development, reproduction, respiration, responsiveness and other characteristics of life are designated as living beings. Means in living beings what? This all they show. In living beings what? There is a growth, there is development, reproduction, respiration, they respond also, and they are also having some other characteristics. So these are the characteristics of the living organism. So we can see that there are different unique features of the living organism. So first we will see what are the characteristics of the living organism. In this characteristics of living organism. So there are different characteristics of the living organism like growth, reproduction, consciousness, metabolism. These are the different characteristics of the living organism. So we will see one by one. So first we will see that is growth. So we all know that in living organism what? There is a growth. And it is unique features of the living organism. So the living organism, they grow in mass and number, and a multicellular organism increases its mass by cell division. Clear? So in multicellular organism like we are the human beings, so there is what? There increases its masses by the cell division. And in plants, growth continues throughout life in their mesomeristic area, but in animals there is difference that they grow to a certain age. Like we all animals are having, they grow to a certain age. Like we are growing to a age of the 72. Means it is fixed. Means some grow more also, some grow less also. So unicellular organism grow by the cell division. There is cell division like mitosis and meiosis. And the living organism, they show internal growth due to addition of materials and formation of cells inside the body. And non-living organism like mountains, crystals, table, wood, they also grow, but due to addition of similar materials to their outer surface. So this we have seen, that is the first characteristic of living organism, that is the growth. Now second we will see the reproduction. Second characteristics, that is reproduction. So reproduction is what? It is the formation of new offspring, from the formation of new offspring, that is known as the reproduction. And we know that reproduction is of two types, that is asexual and sexual reproduction. So in asexual reproduction what? There is only requirement of the single parent. In asexual reproduction there is requirement of the single parent, but in sexual reproduction there is requirement of the two parent, that is the male and the female. So but reproduction is not essential for the survival of the individual. It is required for the perpetuation of the population. And in sexual reproduction what? Two parents are involved to produce more or less kind of individuals. And in asexual reproduction what? There is a single parent is involved, so the offspring looks similar to their parent, and the offspring we can't identify whether it is a parent or the new offspring. And asexual reproduction is there are different methods of the asexual reproduction like fission, fragmentation, regeneration, vegetative propagation, etc. And in unicellular organism like amoeba, okay, and paramecium. So what happens in that in unicellular organism, they grow and reproduction, okay, they grow and reproduce, but it is different, okay. But and in many organisms like mules, sterile, worker bees, okay, or infertile human couples, they do not reproduce. Therefore reproduction is not an all-inclusive characteristic of living organism. However, the non-living living object, they have the power to reproduce or replicate. Now, the third point we will see, the third characteristics of the living organism, we will see, that is the metabolism. Okay, so this is what? This is the metabolism. Metabolism is what? The sum of total of all types of chemical reaction in an individual to specific interaction among these different types of molecules in the interior of the cells is called the metabolism. Okay, so in metabolism what two processes involved, that is the catabolism and anabolism. Okay, catabolism means what? There is breakdown. Okay, and in anabolism what? They make the new compound. Okay, so all the activities of an organism, including growth, movement, development, reproduction, etc., are due to metabolism. So there are, we have seen, I have told also that metabolism are of two types, catabolism and anabolism. Metabolism are of two types, that is catabolism and anabolism. Catabolism and anabolism. So catabolism and anabolism. In anabolism what happens? It includes all the building of reaction to increase the mass of an organism, like photosynthesis. Okay, it is what? The photosynthesis process, or the equation of the photosynthesis, it is what? Anabolism, because there is building up of reaction, because there is new product is formed, that is the glucose. Now, in catabolism what? There is breakdown reactions are involved. Okay, there is breakdown of the reaction such as respiration, digestion, etc. So, no non-living object show the metabolism. So, in non-living object, there is no process of the metabolism. Now, we have seen the 3 points. Now, next is the consciousness. The next characteristic of a living organism is the consciousness. Consciousness is what? We are conscious about everything. Okay, so it is what? It is the awareness of the surroundings and responding to external stimuli. External stimuli means what? It may be physical, chemical or biological. And plants also respond. They also respond to stimuli like okay. All living organisms like prokaryotic to eukaryotic. Prokaryotic to eukaryotic. We all know that what are prokaryotic and what are eukaryotic. So all living organisms, whether it is prokaryotic to eukaryotic, they respond to different kinds of stimuli. And human being is also organism. We are also organism who is aware of himself. Means we are awareness of ourselves. Consciousness therefore becomes the defining property of the organism. It is what? It is the defining property of organism. Clear? Now, next is the lifespan. Lifespan. What is lifespan? That lifespan is what? Every living organism has a definite lifespan of birth, growth, maturity, sensation and death. Like we are having a lifespan. The birth is there. Okay, then we grow, then we mature at a certain age, then session, and finally the last stage is what? That is the death. So every living organism has these characteristics. Okay, lifespan. Now, therefore, what happens? The living organism are what? They are called the self-replicating, evolving and self-regulatory interactive system capable of responding to external stimuli. Then we will see the next topic in the next class. For that, thank you.